I'm the Mademoiselle, and this is my second channel. Usually I say it in Creole, but for those of you guys who are used to it, ça se deuxième Chanel win. Welcome to another installment of 12 Days of Halloween. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Like, honestly, I will say this is the first year that I did 12 Days of Halloween that I actually feel prepared, okay? I'm getting everything out early so that I could chill, I could relax, okay? Obviously, 12 videos consecutively is a lot of work, so please make sure you guys smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, leave a comment, hype the video, whatever it is that you choose to do, because to be quite honest with you, I want to make sure that you guys appreciate all of the work that I'm putting in. And as you guys can tell, we are going to be doing another KRIK video. I have not done one of these in a little minute. And like I said, I've been trying to bang them out. So please be patient with me. I finally hit the end of 2024 at the end of 2025. But before I was doing 2023, 2022 ones, like literally like that inbox is really that packed. So of course, if you want to send your stories, feel free to send them to the email right here on the screen. Please do not send them to any other email, and please keep everything in that email strictly to your stories. No advertisements, no video requests. I do have submission forms linked down below in every single one of my channels so that you can easily send video requests. For faster responses, you can also join the free Discord because, you know, like I'm typically on there checking, and there's a video submission form there as well. Speaking of other channels and such, I have a main channel where I do rants, reactions, and commentary on Black social issues, scams, and shitty business practices. And then I have a personal channel where I do vlogs, story times, give girl advice, etc. And I do have my memberships active for this channel, my main channel, and a Patreon that encompasses everything that I basically post on both of those memberships. However, if you have a preference, you do have a choice. So let's get straight into this KRIK. Hi, Yvana. Hopefully I spelled your name right. Yes, you did. You know, my name is literally linked in the description of every single video that I post on YouTube. And some way, somehow people always manage to spell it wrong, and it annoys me. Because it's like, if you're going to address me by name, at least try to spell it right. So thank you for spelling my name right. Okay. My name is Elizabeth, but if this does make it to your channel, I'd like to remain anonymous. I just had to switch out the name. Please do not include your names, guys. You can call me Cam for the story. Cam has nothing to do with the name that she just told me, so I don't know why she picked that. Anyway, this is my paranormal story, I guess. First, I want to start off by saying I believe in a lot of different things. Being born and raised in Georgia, I've seen and heard a lot of things. And I feel like Georgia is a very high frequency place. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I'm not sure, but you get what I mean. I think there are different realms and ancient creatures and energies that live amongst us. Some recognized, some don't. But I don't believe talking about them. I guess maybe she means I don't believe in talking about them is always good. Oh, there you go. But I don't believe talking about them for me personally is always good. Sometimes these things sense fear and it draws them to you. Very, very true. So anyway, I'm 21 now. So this happened when I was 4 to 7 years old. Me and my sister had many experiences in this house we lived in. For the sake of anonymity, we'll call her Bianca and I'll be Cam. So let's say this year, 2008 or something, during the weekend or school breaks or whatever, while our parents would be at work, me and my sister would be at home. She'd watch TV in her room and I'd be in our parents' room. One morning while we were each doing our own thing, I heard my sister scream from her/our room. She called me for help, but I was only like 5 or so, and she was like 15, so I stayed where I was. I could hear struggling, and she genuinely sounded terrified. And then a few minutes later, the noise stopped. I know you're 5, but damn, you ain't gonna help your sister, man? I don't know. I'm a very brazen person, and I feel like I could fight and destroy everything. So listen, I'm going. I'm about to throw my little baby punches. If I die, I die, but at least I ain't go outside. Like, she just let your sister chill. Like, I hope nothing happened to her. Another time, wait. Don't just skip over the story like that. What happened? Another time, our cousin was over at our house for a sleepover. She went into the bathroom to get ready to take a shower, but then she came back and told us there was a green lady in our bathtub. I ain't got no words for that. Excuse me? What? Hey! I'll never forget the look on her face. She looked genuinely terrified. So, of course, we went to investigate, and there was a big green lady in our tub washing her. Yo, so you mean to tell me this lady sat here and she basically like trespassed the house, like this ghost, this entity, this demon, this spirit? Yo, that's scary as shit. The fact, like, usually when stuff like this happens, like, you'll go and you investigate and it disappears, but this shit just sat there and was like, I'm about to finish my shower. Hey! Y'all be having some crazy lives. I thought my life was crazy. No, y'all got me beat by far. I'll never forget the look on her face. She looked genuinely terrified. So, of course, we went to investigate, and there was a big green lady in our tub washing herself. She looked at us, but then went back to what she was doing. We were all scared and home alone. So we left the room and lady disappears. No sign or proof she was even there. Yeah, for you guys to have a joined experience of seeing this entity means it's a pretty powerful one, because that's not often common. Typically, they only make themselves visible to a specific person or during a specific time. There's a lot of things that go into it. The fact that all of y'all saw it, child. One other occurrence happened to me alone. My sister was at a friend's house and I was watching TV by myself. I remember the TV remote sitting on the dresser, which was across the room. All of a sudden, the channel changes on its own to some horror movie, but no one besides me was in the room. I immediately froze in fear, and then the TV cut out, then went back to the channel I was previously watching. I hid under the covers after that. Yeah, were y'all living in a haunted house? Like, did you guys ever look up the history of the house? Because typically, like, a lot of people don't tend to think, like, oh, maybe I should look up if somebody died in here, but you really should, because it might have the effect of, like, your peace, okay, in the house. I think my cousin's house was also haunted too. One time we were all outside and on a trampoline. I remember being scared to jump on it because I thought I would fall and hurt myself. My cousins had a little shed in their backyard, but I never saw anyone go into it. At first, I thought they were just teasing when they said, He's will get you if you don't jump? Okay. Maybe they meant to say he will get you if you don't jump, because that's how kids do, especially older ones to younger ones. So my cousin pointed over their shed and said it again. And the door to the shed opened slightly. Not wide enough to see who or what was inside, but enough to see it happen. Mind you, all the kids were on the trampoline and all the adults were inside. I don't understand this type of adult supervision, but I know the story is an interesting one as some of the others. Oh my God. I know the story isn't as interesting as some of the others, but I still wanted to share my experience. Honestly, this was creepy, and I really hope you guys looked up what was going on in that house, because that is, Also, as I was saying, like, with the whole situation of, like, this type of adult supervision, I just don't understand it. Like, if you're supposed to be watching kids, I think you're actually supposed to be watching kids. Like, the idea of, oh, we're in the house and they're outside the house, or we're outside and they're in the house, or they're in the living room and we're in the bedroom. Like, I just don't like it. I do not think kids should not be properly supervised. At least make sure you're walking to and from every 5 to 10 minutes. Like, I used to have friends come over my house with their kids, and like the kids would be in the living room and we'd be in my room or in my office. And I'm like, could we like bring them over here? Or I would like constantly make sure I'm walking back and forth, because it's like anything can happen. Like, especially when it's like different kids from different backgrounds or different households. It's like, if it's siblings, I don't really care that much. But if it's like, it's my niece or my cousin with my best friend's kids, and then the kid downstairs comes, absolutely not. Because I don't know how y'all raising y'all kids in different households, and I feel like adult supervision is a must. Like, that's the whole premise of raising a kid, or, watching kids in the first place. Like, the point is to have an adult actually watching them. Like, if that's the case, might as well leave them home alone if you're not going to actually watch them. That's just, I don't know, that's my personal opinion. But of course, this one was shorter, so we're going to read another one. Hi, Yvana. I recently discovered your YouTube channel and been binge watching your videos. I know my story isn't interesting like others, however, I'm Jamaican. I know stories of Obia, but never experienced it until my dad remarried. Child, the stepmothers be the worst. I ain't gonna hold you. The stepfathers, the stepmothers, child, usually, hate to say it, demonic entities at its finest. My mom had cancer and passed in her sleep. I'm so sorry. I don't think I ever want to understand the pain of not growing up with your parents, whether it's one or both. It's like, that's a unique type of experience that I could only imagine is so difficult to get through. However, my dad started talking to a lady, and first thought was it was his friend, but I didn't like being around her because my spirit always felt off. So fast forward to how she started living with us. Where she lived, her cousin had passed. He was killed near, wait, what? His life was taken near the gate. The same house she wanted me to live at a few months after by myself. I'm so confused. I need context. Wait. So she lived her, oh my God. Okay, maybe you're trying to say that the lady lived with her cousin, but that same cousin was taken near the gate. but this is the same house that she tried to tell you to move into. I don't know. Maybe you're older and you're able to move in by yourself. I'm confused. Anyway, she started living with us, and slowly after my dad, attitude started to change to me and my brothers. Quick note, she lives in Clarendon. I don't know what that is. And this is one of the parishes known for Obia. She went back there and brought a little bottle of oil and was always rubbing my father in it and putting it all over the house. Oh, I know too well about this because of DMX. If you guys are on the Patreon, y'all know who DMX is. If you guys watch my personal channel, y'all know who DMX is. Ed, his new wife, and the drama. Oh my God, I need to actually do an update, but I'll probably film it after this. But anyway, my mom saved for our schooling, and she told us to take loans for school while she goes hotels and gives her family everything. Who is your mom? Because you said your mom passed away. This is too much. Hold up. You said your mom passed away, but then there's the stepmom. Which mom is this? Y'all, can y'all please make sure like y'all have someone peer read these? I know I said proofread, but peer read. Have someone else like read this and see if it makes sense, because I'm very confused. I voiced my concerns, and she told my dad I must stop cooking because she was afraid I poisoned her, and she would cook, and we'd have seen her put things in his food. And he started getting his hair gray and belly swelling, getting big. Yo, I know people going through this right now. This is crazy. He started telling us anything we need to have to ask her. Her word was low, and he even beat me up because of her. Oh my God. She told him to cut off my mom's family because they hate her and they were cursing her. They had to go to her country home. Okay, to her home country, I think they meant to say, every 2 weeks. Then it changed to every week. I'm confused. They went to Jamaica or where? Because anywhere to travel every week is a lot, especially if it's not like just a 30-minute drive. She was pregnant, and my aunt told her anything she do, she should stop. Okay, I think you meant to say she was pregnant, and my aunt told her that everything she's doing, she needs to stop. She said it was a lie, and my dad cut her out his life. So I guess the dad must have cut off the stepmom. Listen, I'm trying to make inferences as I'm going because this is not written too well. Shortly after she said she was, and the doctor stated the baby wouldn't make it. She was what, child? I'm stressed. Okay. She kept the baby. Fast forward, she goes to the hospital and the baby is born in blue-looking skin and passed away 5 minutes later. I'm sorry about your half-sibling. That's like really sad regardless. My aunt said she told us she was pregnant and sacrificed the baby. Oh my God. I mean, people do that all the time. I think, yeah, I don't even want to get into the dark stuff for it. When I get to 100K, we're going to get to the dark stuff. But fun fact, there are people out there like malevolent witches that do purposely get pregnant and then sacrifice those kids. That's another story for another time. I've had a few stuff go missing, including my shoes. A lot of stuff started happening financially. So last year, 2023, my dad got extremely sick. He couldn't move anything while she's just cooking and going out, and my brother's taking care of him. Oh my God. Brief note, they were to go country again. Maybe you meant to say they were meant to go back to the country again, which I would hope means Jamaica, and they couldn't, so she got upset. I was at the end of my rope. I cried and prayed, saying, send back whatever this is because you won't take another parent. I cried for my mom. Not even one day, my brother called saying, Dad is feeling better, and his wife is sick and has the same thing. Yo, 3 days after she passed away. 3 days after she passed away, and that's 3 days after my mom's birthday. First of all, I need extra details. And second of all, I am so sorry for you losing your stepmom, even though she seemed to be a wicked person. I had to watch my words there. This is insane. I didn't see that coming. Yo, first of all, shout outs to you calling on your mom and your mom actually delivering. What a lot of people do not understand is a lot of people be saying, like I said before in numerous other videos, people say, oh, ghosts can't hurt you. Ghosts can't whatever. Ghosts can do a lot of things, especially at a heightened level. Another thing people do need to also understand is depending on how someone passed away and depending on who's actually left behind them also does determine the strength of that ghost, right? So if you're someone that passed away before your time, and you have a lot of people rooting for you, and you have a lot of people that light candles, pray, ask for your help in your name, I kid you not, like more than likely you're more of a heightened spirit because you have more people behind you to fuel that. There's a lot of things that go into it. Again, another video for another time. But yeah, your mom did her thing, okay? It would have been even greater if it was on her birthday. I don't want to celebrate someone passing away because that is very sad, and that's still someone's family member. That's still someone's loved one. So, I mean, rest in peace to her. But she does seem like she kind of made her own bed and now she's laying in it. Literally. I hope that your dad is feeling better, and I hope that you're doing better and you kind of got away from all this chaos, because this whole thing does sound very, very chaotic nonetheless. With that being said, make sure you guys leave your advice and your opinions on both these stories down below. If you guys would like to send your stories, of course, the email is right here on the screen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just before you go, do not forget, okay, we are going to Brazil July 2026. If this is something you're interested in, it is going to be linked down below. With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye!